Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we are making a simple and delicious beef stew. You will love this. Let's dive right in. For my list of ingredients, I have here about 2 thumb size of ginger, 5 cloves of garlic, a few leaves of fresh basil. I have some marjoram, some thyme, fresh thyme. You may also use the dry form. 1 tablespoon of anise seed or nkete. In place of that, you may use fennel seeds. And I have over here some salt, some black pepper, 1 can of whole peeled tomatoes. Then I have 3 onions, 3 large red bell peppers, some crushed tomatoes, and my meat. And I have over here some scallions, and I forgot my pepper, so I'm gonna get my pepper, and then the rest of the ingredients I'll walk you through as we go along. So let's start by seasoning our meat and cooking it. I already have the scallions and 1 small onion in there. I'll add the 1 tablespoon of anise seed. Then I'll go in with the thyme and marjoram, my garlic and ginger, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to this and blend this. To season the meat, I'll go in with some adobo powder. You may use any seasoning of choice. Add some salt to taste, then add some black pepper. I'll now pour most of the blended marinade onto the meat. Then we'll go ahead and mix this together so everything goes on very well. We'll set it on the stove to cook, and whilst that goes on, we'll go ahead and prep the rest of our ingredients. So I have 1 onion, and I'm adding 3 red large bell peppers. You may use anything, any ingredient that you wish. And we'll go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of anise seed, and I have here 2 stalks of fresh rosemary. And you know, it's herb season, so you want to use fresh herbs if you can find them. And I have here 1 thumb size of fresh ginger. Next, I'll add some marjoram. This herb is so aromatic, guys, very aromatic, and makes your food taste amazing. I have about 4 cloves of small garlic. Then I'll add a few leaves of fresh basil and the pepper and blend this. It's been about 15 minutes. We'll go ahead and check on the meat, and as you can see, it has released a lot of moisture. So at this point, I'm going to add some hot water to this and allow it to keep cooking for about 30 minutes or so until it's nice and tender. And about 30 minutes later, this is what we have, a nice rich broth. So I will go ahead and strain it, and we'll begin our stew process. Into my pot, I'm going to add some olive oil, 1 sprig of rosemary, and some scallions, and allow this to come to temperature. Then I will add the pieces of beef in there. We're going to fry this until it's nice and golden brown. I don't want it to get too hard. I just want it to be nice and golden brown. You may also put this in the oven or air fry it if you wish. And at this point, I'm going to turn it so each side can fry beautifully. It's now ready, so I'll take the first batch out of the oil. Just look at how beautiful, and guys, this smells amazing. The marjoram, the fresh herbs. So we'll take it out and keep frying until we are done. And the aromatics that are in the oil, you want to add it to your ingredients that you are going to blend, because it's all flavor. It's now time to start making the stew, so I'll add 1 large onion into the pot. Then allow this to fry until nice and translucent. Just like so, we'll now add in our blended ingredients, and I'll rinse out the blender and add that bit of moisture. Then fry this until the moisture has evaporated. This is how the sauce looks. So I have here 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes. So I blended that, added it in there, and then I'm adding some crushed tomatoes. I'll give this a stir, and I'll add some smoked paprika and some curry powder. I typically like to add it before I add the tomatoes, but I completely forgot. So now we'll give this a stir and cover our stew and allow it to fry. You know, tomato stew takes quite some time to finish frying, and it spits a lot, so you want to fry this on a low heat. medium-low heat, thereabouts. I'll cover it, and you want to go in there every now to give it a stir. And after about 30 minutes, I'll add my stock, and I'll season this, adjust it to my liking. Add some salt, use whatever seasoning that you like. I also added some bay leaves, which I did off camera. So I'll give this a stir and allow it to continue frying. I'll now go in with some fresh grated nutmeg, some shrimp powder, and some dried rosemary, and I added the rest of the fresh basil. Give this a stir, cover, and allow it to go for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, we'll come back and check on the stew. We'll give it a stir, and it looks good, smells amazing. So I'm going to scoop some off as it's too much for the meat. So this is how it looks after I have scooped some off, and it's now ready to receive the beef. So I will transfer it into the pot and give this a stir, and guys, this smells amazing, and it looks like it's still a bit much, so I'm going to still scoop a bit more off. And you can use this for save it and use it for your jollof, or next time you have to make stew, you just add it to it, or any lazy day, you just so I just tasted it and I needed to adjust the seasoning, so I added a bit of salt. I'll taste and see it's perfect. So now I'll cover it and allow it to go for about 10 minutes or so, and 10 minutes later we'll add in our finishing touches, which is our bell peppers and onions, and cover it back up and allow it to simmer for just about 5 minutes. And guys, our stew is ready. You just want to clean the edges of your pot so your food looks presentable. But guys, this was so delicious. The red bell pepper in there gave it some deliciousness, and that is it. Very simple, very easy stew that you can enjoy with virtually anything. And also, if you have some excess oil on your stew, you can decant it and use it for your stew, use it to fry your eggs, whatever pleases you. To all our new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the team, and to all our returning subscribers, you know the love. Thank you so much for the love and support. And guys, please do watch my videos, please share, because food is expensive, and to be making these videos and we're really not getting the support, so please do support your girl, share the videos so we can get some more views, which encourages us to keep bringing you content. Thank you so much for doing this with me, and I really hope you give this recipe a try. There are some other amazing recipes on the channel which you can check out, and until we meet again, stay blessed, stay out of trouble, and be well. Bye y'all.